Hello guys, welcome back to another What If video. And today you're actually seeing this picture I'm wondering, wow, Armageddon, you really did it now, you got a real thumbnail. I say, yes, I have actually, I've did it. Yes, I did it actually so I could do it for the 100 subscriber special. I finally found an application to edit the thumbnails for myself. So yeah, as this will be also the 100 subscriber special. I don't know, I want to do something even more special, but I couldn't come up with this yet, that one. So yeah, this will be the replacement for the 100 subscriber special, but now let's just keep going, shall we? As you have seen, it will be what if Asta had planetary magic? And you're probably wondering, Emergatine, what do you mean planetary magic? I mean, his power is magic will be like get of the solar system's planets and all that. Like he'll be able to create magical features from all those planets and the sun and the moons around them. Yeah, as maybe not asteroids, not yet, but it will be called planetary magic. So now let's get right into it, shall we? As we begin in the Black Clover universe, of course, in a house, in a noble family's house, where they're about to be something special coming, as they were about to have a baby. Didn't know what to call it yet, but when Asta was born, they decided to name him Asta. So yes, this will be Asta now, as he kinda like, as they look around in their house now, with the giant white bed, white sheeted bed, those stone walls with their nobility symbol on it. By the way, I don't know what to have that nobility symbol yet, so yeah. Let's say that it's a 4-star. No, yeah. As now they feel like there is a night. The first night when after Asta was born, they were really anxious and watching him sleep. But suddenly, in the outside of the Earth, all the planets would have lined up on the other side of the sun, so it would be a straight line. As Earth was the only planet that was on the opposite side, as it worked like a beam now, kinda. As the sun is charged up a beam, but no one could see this because it was too fast. Then the beam just went directly towards Earth. Everyone thought that we're doomed as they would see this giant beam. They thought that we're so doomed now. But then, suddenly, the beam will just go through again towards Asta's and his nobility's family's house. They say, Asta, no! As they didn't have time to protect Asta from the light. So now, the light would strike Asta. As they would start to cry, as they said, Asta, no! No, 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 no! As they would start to cry because they thought that he was dead. But when the light disappeared, they would see that Asta was just sleeping. As they thought that he was dead at first, but then they just heard him sleeping. As for when he opened his eyes would have a galaxy like something, as Asta would have seen like the stars and all the thing. All the stars would be reflected in his eyes, as he had now achieved the planetary magic. Yes, I know this kind of weird story to get his magic from, but he would have only mana and not a medical attribute before, but since he was hit by this planetary charge from the solar system, he will have that planetary magic now. As now the guards would just run in and ask if they're okay. They say, yes, we are. That light, it just disappeared suddenly. As now, when Asta was 2 months old, the guards would run in and say, we are under attack! The house is under siege! So his parents said, what? What do you mean? Explain yourself! So I don't know who they are, but we are under attack right now. He said, they will say no. take Asta and leave now. Said, but what about you, sir? Said, we're fine. Take Asta and leave. God said, of course, sir. Snow grabs Asta as he takes the pendant as well. As he said, oh, as then he guard said, well, at least then he say, then the, wait, what about, as then he says, then the father say, run and take this with you. As he throws a pendant to him. That is for Asta. Said, okay. As now he just takes Asta and runs with his armor on. As now when he runs, he has tried to grab it, take it off easily so no one would hear him really. As when he got it off, he still has his normal clothes on. So now he has to run and run towards the forest that was closing in. As now he just looked back a little bit, as now he saw the nobility's house being on flames. Asta would see this too and start to cry. Say, ch, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, baby. Asta, calm down. Asta, ch. As the guardians tried to calm Asta down. Well, it kind of worked. But Asta wouldn't really stop looking so sad, so he would start to cry, but not be loud. As now, the guy realized that he was followed by people. So he was ready to fight, but then when he turned around, I was ready to fight. Say, please, we're not here to hurt you. Say, what do you want then? As then we showed the casket with another child and say, we're here for the same thing as you. Say, huh? Guess we can travel together. Huh? They say yes. As then the guard say, so where are you planning to leave this kid? Your child? They say, somewhere at an orphanage or something. As the guard say, guess I'll leave this kid too. As they see Austin, they say, is he nobility too? He said, yes, he is. Of the Starborn family. I know that name comes up a lot in my what ifs now, but seriously, it's such a good name. Okay, it's such a good name. But yes, as now, this runs now through the forest, through run past the stone with the giant stone that looks like a troll. Through the past the trees that were looking like an X. Now they will go to the Grand Magic Zone. I don't know why I said it so, but they will go to the Grand Magic Zone, as there were mountains there, like in the end. As now they will see a mana beast coming, as they thought we are doomed. Then it says, no, God said, no, I can't leave Asta here. As that Asta will start to cry now. Suddenly his eyes opened. He opened his eyes. They would wonder, what the? Then we see Asta's eyes. It really wasn't normal eyes anymore. He said, what happened to his eyes? And suddenly, as Asta's eyes would look exactly like the galaxy. No, it would kind of look like the background of this picture, but only kind of like the stars and all that. As no, this part, the blue part around here. No, it will look like more like the no. It will look like the galaxy, like in the background. His eyes will shine like that to see what does then Ostis start to float. As now he would get the Saturn's rings around himself. So I say, cry instead. As now asteroids would kind of it would be okay. I will bring in meteors and asteroids. As now giant asteroids just fall down through the sky, right on the mana beast. As to be surprised by this, as then when that was done, the mana beast was gone. Oz just fell asleep and just like kind of fell slowly down into the casket again. They had no time to wonder what the hell he did. Or anything. I just thought that must be his magic, but how? And where did he summon that giant rock from? So now had passed right through the ground magic zone. So now we're in a forest, rounding still. As now they saw the giant demon skull. They thought, what is this? They said, we must be in another kingdom. We must be. Then thought, this must be the Clover Kingdom. Said, oh, finally safe. As they would all kind of be, the adults would be really tired and kind of dying. As let's say that the magic knights was there, strolling around. As they would see people just running. As then they would just see that they carried two babies. As the medic knights would just kind of stop them and ask what are they doing. He said, we have to get this baby to safety. As now all says the adults were stopped, they just straight up kind of died of energy exhaustion and all that. The medic knights would see what they have done. And for that, oh no, we did this, didn't we? As we're responsible for this. Still, as the guard was look at them, kind of almost losing his breath. Have a hard time breathing. As the medic knight said, save your breath. We can save you, he said. I don't deserve saving. He would sound like that now. He said, but please save Asta and that other kid. As now he dies. As for the medic knight squad that was there, let's see that it was the Crimson Lions. No, it was Figolian and Leopold. No, no, it was Figolian and Leo and the Wizard King. They were out there kind of exploring. Just save your breath. I said, I don't deserve to live anymore. I failed as a servant. But please save young Asta and the other kid. As now he straight up dies. I know I said that earlier, but still he dies now. As the Wizard King say, as you wish. As now he has as the figure say, as you wish. Now he has tucked his finger and closed his eyes. As he did the same to the already dead people. Then he has asked the Whisking and said, what should we do with them? Then they sensed this magic presence when Asta started to cry. Asta would just start to float again, and he opened his eyes, then we saw the galaxy in his eyes. As when he started crying, they saw giant rocks coming down from the sky. I felt like, what is this? Then the Whisking just fought fast and just hugged Asta and said, calm down, kid. Calm down, little Asta. Calm down. As Asta was calmed down, and the giant rocks in the sky just appearing, or just they straight up disappear. As his eyes went back to normal, he just closed his eyes and fell asleep again. Because his magic is really tiring for him at this age. If Vikon said, we can't leave him as an orphanage, can we? He said, no, we can't. Looks like we gotta raise them. Or at least this kid. He said, yes. As they decided, well, they don't know each other, so... He said, yeah, well, we can only raise one child. Said Giles, I can only raise one. As for the other one, we'll leave it at Hodge Village. As they leaves him there. As the father opens the door next morning and sees Juno. As for Asta, Figolian asks Giles, but who should raise him really? Said, I will. Seems that I'm the only one that can calm him down, apparently. If you can say, oh yeah, that might be true. That should actually be true, huh? As first they buried the men, and then they just took Asta with them to the capital. As Marx would wonder why they have a baby with them. He says, long story short, I am the only one that can raise him this child. As otherwise the orphanage, whatever orphanage he will be in, it will be obliterated. As Marx will think to himself, what does it mean with obliterated? So now, Ficolian will say, well, as Ficolian said, well, it's kind of hard to explain. And Julius said, his magic is immense. And this magic, we don't know what his magic is, but he can summon giant rocks from the sky. As when he starts crying, that will happen as he starts to float and gain those rings around himself. No, he will gain a ring around himself. Around his, from his shoulder to his thigh or leg, like, you know what I mean. You know how the Greek gods had their clothes, like they had the one arm free and all that, so yeah. He'll have like a ring that goes like that, kinda, around him. As they would explain to this and say, Markswood, I don't really understand, but okay. As now, he said, well, I gotta get someone else to race him too. But I can't really, he must be with me kinda all the time. Okay, sir. As now, Ost would grow up with the Whiskin racing him, as Marks would help him too, but he will be with Yildiz all the time, if he started to cry. As Figolin was the only one knowing about this, Captus would soon find out that Yildiz never left the child alone. As it was war, or it was when the attack was, when the Cloaking was under attack, the Whiskin said, I can't go. As the Captain would say, why? Then you see little Asta kinda hiding behind Julius to say, if I go, he might start to cry, and we're doomed. As they say, what do you mean? Figolin said, trust him. He mean it. They would look at Figolin kinda confused, but Figolin wouldn't say anything yet. He said, it is not my place to say anything about His Majesty's son. As Asta would be named Asta, like Nova Chrono, but he will have that his starborn pendant. So yeah, as now Asta would grow up there. As I said, he will be like 3 years old when this happened. As you said, well, as I said, I can't, so you have to take some squad members with you. As Yum said, no way in hell I'm taking the Black Bulls there, they're so fucking lazy. As they say, well, we didn't need you in the start. As Yum said, what did he say? As it said, we didn't need you from the beginning either. Yum decided to say, oh well, guess you're right. Huh. But now, to just go there, as now, Asta would kinda just grow up with you, as I said, as now when they got back from the attack, they would ask Gilles more about Asta. And Seal said, well, it's my son. As Figolian knew not to say that he was adopted, because Gilles didn't want Asta to find that out either, so Figolian was not allowed to tell that to anyone. Not Marx either, or like no, everyone that knew that Asta was Gilles, their real son, wasn't allowed to tell him. Let's just say that Gilles was actually married as well, as his wife wouldn't be allowed to say anything either. She would just take care of Asta, sometimes because she was could also calm Asta down. Let's just call her Julia. Yeah, Julia Novacrona. That have a nice tone to it. As Asta is now 5, he would kinda start. He wouldn't cry anymore. But now Julius said that he needs to learn how to control this magic. I said, my magic. As then he thinks about it, say. As now he just thinks about it, and his eyes just start to glow, and he gets like this Saturn ring around him. as instead of the rocks coming down, he would just hold out his hand, as now a sun would appear in his hand. Yes, I'm making him get a sun already. No, he wouldn't get a sun, he would get a planet. Let's no. He will have the moon in his hand. No. Um, he will have. Oh god, it's embarrassing for my 100 subscribers, especially that I mess up a lot now. But he will have an asteroid in his hand. Set my magic as he wanders, then we'll see the same thing and sounds like, whoa, what is this? Think like maybe he activated his magic by just thinking about it, maybe, huh? As the thought that might be a possibility, actually. As now, do this take Asta? No, Asta would be training now with Julius and his mother, because let's say that his mother had like, you know, his adoptive mother would have I don't know what to see what it is. God damn it. I don't know what magic she should have, but yes, but she and Julius would train him every day, after now that he was 5. As when he was 6, he would be told about the legend of the demon of the first Wizard King and all, the demon god thing. When it really is a devil, because yeah, it's from the Netherrealm and all that, but yeah. As what is it now? Asta would just kinda, I don't know what to say, as Asta would now be 6, as I said, he would be told about the legend of the demon king and first Wizard King and all that, so yeah. As yeah, I don't know really, as I said, he would be told about the legend of the first Wizard King, as he now wanted to see the demon skull. He said, Mom, Dad, I want to see the demon skull, I want to see it. They thought that since there's no harm in it, they thought that, yeah, why not let him see it? Why not let him really see it at all? Because we don't see any harm at all in it. So they would just accept it and say, oh well, we can just go and see it if we want. I said, yay! We kind of smiled as now they would go travel with their flying mattress there. As Asta would always be hyped about it, say, yeah, when we're there, say, calm down Asta, we're soon there. As now they would see the demon skull. As they would flew early in the morning, as Asta would now start to sleep there on the flying mattress. Snow say, Asta, wake up, we're almost there. Asta say, really? Say, yes, we are. Asta and Sirius say, yay, we're finally here. And Snow just runs around there, like, kind of like the, Sorry about that. I don't know how long I was quiet, but yeah, I said we would go there as Asta. Now, when the guy arrived there, Asta was ran around. As now, Yule said, Asta, don't run off anywhere. He said, of course not. As he would just play around with the demon skull all day, exploring it. As Julius and Julia had a close look on Asta, so they'd had run away and hurt himself and started to cry. Because he knew that even though Asta had control over his medic, when he cried, he would still, it might be a slight chance that he will lose control. As now the day would have gone past by as it was night time. As they were both flew back now, I said, oh, I don't want to go yet, Mom. You're so boring. I want to go. Why do I have to go now? She says, well, because we have to. She said, it's so boring. She said, it may be boring, but we have to go. Yeah, okay, Mom. And Snow was about to fly back, but then Asta heard something say, no, please give it back. As he heard this, and what the, why, is that a child, another child? He knew that it wasn't anyone of his parents saying that, as he said, help. As he starts to hear a voice say, help. It was the same voice as he said, does it really need help? He said, please help. Asta hears this, and now he just jumps off the mattress as he just floats down. Now he just opens his eyes, concentrates his medic, as he now gets the moon gravity kinda, as he slowly falls down, with the ring around him. As Noel lands down behind the guy, saying, so, were you the one that needed help? As he said, yes. I said, guess I gotta help you then, huh? Kinda smiles and looking at you, know. And he said, thank you, but then you see that, wait, you are just a child, he said. Yes, but then he would see the wings, I said, and then would see the Saturn ring, I said, whoa. I said, yes, this is my magic. Kinda smiles and looking back at him, you know now. Then he look at the drunk guy and said, so you're the one, huh? Taking a kid's pendant. Now, give it back to him before I get mad at you. And Sid said, and what are you gonna do? I said, well, I guess I gotta hurt you then, if you don't set mind. Now he's concentrated his magic now, as now an asteroid, as they would just hear something, a giant fire thing coming down from the sky fast, rapidly. As but a small projectile, as now Julius and Julia would sense this, as now they just look back and say, Osta's not there. They're like, where the fuck is Asta? Where the hell is he? Then we see, like, kind of where, sense that he uses magic now, as then they will see where Asta was. So, oh, we gotta do something now, before something bad happens. As then now immediately flies towards Asta and like, really quick. We gotta stop him before he does anything reckless. That's when they get there right before it's us, right before us would just throw the meteor on the drunk guy. As they say, Asta, no. As look at him and say, what? As now the meteor will stop because his eyes just turns back to normal and everything. So what? As then will just fall down to the ground. No, he won't pass out or anything. He must be really exhausted. So, because he kind of was in a trance when he did this, so yeah. Yeah, sorry for that, that are being so quiet, but yeah. As I said, it would be in a kind of, as now his full stone, as they now the drunk would see his, they said, adults, huh? Guess I'm taking you on then. Yura said, so, you're gonna really take on the wizard? Then we also say, you think that you stand a chance against the Wizard King? Against my dad, huh? Yeah, he let you know he's the strongest one in the country. Julius said, enough, Asta. Asta be like, what? Astenius looks down and see kinda he's kinda mad, not really, but kinda mad at him. Asta be like, yes, yes, Dad. As he kinda looks down, as she Julia would know, say, it's okay, Asta, you did good. You just wanted to help him, but you might have killed all of us if you used that attack. I said, okay, Mom. Kinda looks down, kinda sad that he would have done something reckless as just as that. That says, I will never be the Wizard King now. She says, you will be. As now Julius would just use his time magic orb around the corner station and just throw it at the drunk guy. Drunk would be trapped as a think like, what the? Julius would say, I'll be taking that now. As he takes Eunice's pendant and gives it to Asta. Asta immediately gives it back to Eunice and said, here you go. Eunice said, thank you. Asta said, no, go home and be safe. Eunice said, of course. Asta now. Asta still have like the Saturn ring around him now. But he doesn't have these magic eyes. Just gets on the mattress now. As parents were talking, and one Jules would ask, "So how did he get down like that?" I said, "I don't know. I just thought of that they want to get hurt, and then I just started to float slowly down." As I said, it will be his moon gravity ability, where he and some the people that he wants to, if they're falling down or anything, they would easily like doesn't take any fall damage, like really. It's amazing, kinda. Snow just flew back to the capital. As now Asta would this have to go training more, but he will still have that Saturn almost every time around him. As it was only when he slept and sometimes when he didn't want to use his magic anymore at all, that he didn't have the magic like the Saturn ring around him. As when now skip ahead to when Asta is 10, he will meet. This time will be when the nobles gather and all that. As only the captains knew that the Wizard King had a son, not a single noble. As the captains were told to not expose Asta for anything. As then Asta said when he was 10, he said that, Dad, why doesn't I get to meet any noble? He said, because they might want to use you as you're my son. I said, I want to be shown to the nobles now. I'm not afraid anymore. Let's say that Asta was afraid of the nobles before. Asili said, okay. As now, when the noble banquet is when they're like 10 years old, as the Whiskin will now attend that for the first time since Asta was born. As it was a big deal now. Because no one knew why Asta, no, the Whiskin didn't attend. But, except for the captains and Julia and all that. So yeah, as I don't know how to explain it really. I really don't know how to explain it. But just now the nobility and all that would see that the Whisking walked in, as with his wife, as had a child, kind of walking behind them, no, walking forward in front of them, like holding a Whisking's hand, as if like, is that a noble child that Julius favorites or something? As then Julius said, quiet down everyone. His no, they would just be quiet as he would say, I have something to announce. As then Ost would just walk up and kind of say, well, I have something to announce actually. As they wonder, who is this kid? Then Ost said, the reason why my dad, now the, no, Wiscombe said, the reason that I haven't been here in 10 years and this gathering is because. And then Ost was welcome to say, it's because of me. They wonder, why? Then Neil said, as I said, as Ost now said, as my dad says, it's because of me, I'm the Witch King's son. I was scared of you at first, so that's why I didn't want to come here, but today I'm not afraid anymore. I want to show everyone that I'm the Witch King's son. As they all be like surprised and said, clap their hands. Then Ost would sit down and start to eat as some of the noble kids would walk up to Ost as some other nobles would walk there too and ask Ost about the same things. Ost said to his dad, did they always talk this much? He said, Euless smiled and said, yes. But I guess they're kind of interested in you since you are 10 years old and all that. As then Ost would see Noel. Now first he would meet Leopold. He said, oh, so you must be Uncle Figolian's, are you related to Uncle Figolian? He said, yes, I'm actually his little brother. Ost said, oh, what? He said, yes, we are the same age. Ost, I'm like 6 months older than you. Ost said, whoa, that's so cool. He kind of thinks to himself. So you're kind of like a cousin to me? Said, yes, I guess you could say that, kind of. As Leopold, Ost and Leopold will get along really good. Then he would just see Mimosa. Say, oh, so are you a? Then said, I'm Mimosa Vermilion. I said, so you're, yes, I'm Leopold's cousin. He would say, okay. As Noel would kind of hide from him, kind of be shy. Ost would see this, see her, and he would get red in the face, be like, she's pretty. He would think. As Yulia and Yulia would see this and whisper to him, why don't you go and visit her? As she would be red in the face, what? As she said, looks like you like her, huh? As would be like, yes, guess I do. As then he just walks to Noel, or he just walks around. Kind of as then he just meets Noel, so was his intention. He said, hi, my name is Asta Novacorona. He said, my name is Noel Silva. As he would be kind of scared. So then she would say, aren't you gonna mock me? I said, but why would I mock you? She said, because I can't control my magic. I said, but why would I mock you for that? I can't control my magic either completely. She's like, really? He said, yes, whenever I use my magic it goes overboard. I kinda get carried away. As he now looks at his parents as they would just kinda knew what he was talking about, they would nod their heads. And all that. So she would say, if Östen answered her, if you want I can train you. She would kinda blush about this as Oz would see this as he was like, why is she blushing? She's like, really? You want to train me? She said, yes, of course. I want to train you. You seem pretty strong. And not just that, you're pretty as well. She thinks like, what? She gets red in the face now. You think I'm pretty? She said, yes, I think you're pretty. As Noel would see this and kind of smile at us like, what's your deal, uncle? No, what's your deal? As he looks at Nocel kind of mad. As now, he wouldn't activate his magic yet or anything, he was look at him mad. As Nocel would just look away and kind of like, I didn't see anything at all. As Julius and Julius look at us and see that he is tomato red in the face. As when he was talking to Noel, all that. You think like, oh, looks like our son got a girlfriend, huh? She thinks like, yeah, he probably does, but so. Noel won't be a tsundere in this at all. She will be a kind and hearted person, not a tsundere bitch, no tsundere annoying person at all. So yeah, as now the banquet go on, Ost would ask, so do you want to go on a walk? She thinks like, she'd be ready to say, yes. As Julia would see this, like, oh, he's moving fast, he's smooth. Well, child is smooth. Not like you, Julius, you were kinda clumsy when you met me. Julius would kinda smile and scratch his head and say, yeah. And Osta's hair color, just for this, he will have the same hair color as Julius at all. let's just say that they died permanently died when he was a kid. So he wouldn't think that he was different from each other and not find out about that. So yeah, I still just hold hands now, walking out, and see like the stars are so pretty and the sky is beautiful too. As Noel say, the sky, it's so beautiful, the night sky, and the stars and the moon and all that. I was like, yeah, they're pretty, and so are you. I see Yulda wouldn't hear this, but when she was told about it, she would think like, damn, he's moved. She's like, she would be around the face. What? I said, she would realize what he said. Say, I said, no, I'll be like, it's okay. I was like, what? Then she just straight up, like, stands up and just takes Asta's head against him, her and the kids same right on the lips. It's like red in the face, but as she would realize what she did, it's like red in the face. Say, don't forget that I did that. Forget it. I was like, yeah, sure. I should kind of get so kind of not pass out or anything, but he would kind of be surprised that she did this right now. So yeah, now we head back to. Now it's the I don't know what to say. Now we head back in. Asta and Nordis walks in kind of holding hands and all that, but kind of red in the face about the kiss and all that. So Asta said like, "So you're my girlfriend now?" She said, I guess so." He'll be like, wow, I have a girlfriend now." She kind of thinks about it, say, "Oh yeah, wanna go on a date later?" She's like, "What?" I said, "Well, if you're my girlfriend, we should go on a date and all that." She thinks like, "Yeah." As then what should I call it? I don't know what to call it. But yeah, it's now we're time for, I don't know what I was about to say, but they would just go back now. As I said, they would go back in, kind of talking to each other, smiling at each other and all that. As now they would separate. I said, guys, I'm kind of tired. I should go back now to sleep. I should go home now. I said, yeah, maybe I should. But then we say, see you tomorrow. I'll come back for the date. She's like, yeah, sure. She kind of smiles at him and all that. So yeah, us will have a mega crush on her now. She didn't know what to do, kinda. Well, he knew what he should do, had to do, kinda. He would kinda have to propose, no, not propose to her or anything. As he was walk back to his parents, said, I want to go home now. I'm tired." I said like, "Okay, let's go, Asta." As they would say, "If you excuse us," as they would walk away now. As Julia would ask, "So, who is that girl you were talking to?" Asta would like, red in the face now, say, "No one at all, no one at all." She'll be like, oh, you gotta tell me about her later. Us be like, why do you want to know about her? She's no one. She's like, if she heard about this, she would probably not be happy about it. Us be like, what? She thinks like, then she would whisper to us like, if you want to be her, if she's your girlfriend, you gotta go on a date. Us be like, then Austin whispers back and say, we gotta go, we going to a date tomorrow. You will say like, whoa, 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 smooth, Asta. As now the next day, Yule sort of hear about this, but he knew that they had some relationship with Noel, and Asta had a relationship with Noel. As he knew that since they wasn't related, they could actually do that. As now, next day, Asta would come to the house of Silva. Nocel would prepare Noel for this, as he knew about their date because they kind of Asta said that near Nocel without him knowing. So he has prepared Noel for it, as he said, sorry for, I should apologize to you, Noel, about not treating you right because you're kind of controlling medic. She said, it's okay, I have a boyfriend now. As she realized what she said, would be red in the face, say, forget what I said. As she get immediately tomato red in the face. Nocel would smile and say, sorry. As he kind of smiles. As now, Nebra and Sol would still be kind of rude towards him, but they would see that Nocel accepted her for some reason. They would wonder why. They decided not to bother him at all, actually, about asking about it. So, Noel would be prepared now, completely prepared, as she would just wait for Asta. Asta came to pick her up, as they would hold hands and just walk in the capital, kind of looking at everything. And then Asta had some money, because Julia gave him something to buy now, something. She said, you should buy her something. Asta be like, what? Asta girls like flowers and chocolate. Asta be like, okay. As he was, they just go kind of like on a cafe, like eating something. The bartender see them and say, oh. As he would Asta say, don't you dare say a thing. She'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. As now he would ask Noel what she wants. She said, I don't know. Asta like, I pay. She'd be like, what? Asta, I will pay for you. And she'd be like, oh, I want that thing. As she points at that, and she would get that thing. I don't know what it should be, but yeah, she would get what she wanted. Asta pays. All that is now they just walk out after eating there. Then Asta would say, if you wait here for a minute. Asta would be like, what? As then Asta quickly runs towards a shop, buys chocolate and flowers. Stanley appears behind her and said, here. As he now gives her a ask of chocolate and the flowers. As she be like, read the face, like, what? I said, yes, it's a. Mom told me that girls like this. She'd like, read in the face, your mother knows well, I really like this. I was like, yay. So now she, in response to say thank you, she just kisses her on the cheek, kisses him on the cheek, as like red in the face. As now they just continue their date, like kind of walking around all that. As Julia secretly watched them. As she like Asta didn't do anything rude towards Noel or anything. As she just reported back to Nocel because Nocel was interested in this. Yes, they would just walk now. As now, the date was over. Asta left her at her house. She already had the chocolate and the flowers. Asta would help her hide it in her room so no one else would see this. But Nocel didn't see this as I walk in. So, as no, Nocel was like with what's now. He would mean it when he walks towards like exposes her where she gets the flowers and the chocolate and runs towards her room immediately. She's like, oh, and what you got there? She's like, nothing. She hides it behind her back. No, so say, don't be shy about that. I bet Asta would be so glad that you hide what gift you got from him. She's like, what? How did you? He said, I noticed you yesterday and all that. She's like, right on her face. Oh, so yeah, she just runs towards her room and hides it. Nusal decided not to tell Nebra or Solid about this because he knew that they would be mean to Noel. Kind of probably be mean to Asta as well. But next day, Asta would come to get her and say, let's just train our medic. She's like, yay. It's then Asta would say, well, first I want to know what type of medic does she have. She's like, I have water medic. Asta would be like, cool, that's so awesome. Then she would ask what Asta had. Asta said, I don't know what mimetic is, but it's kind of weird. And she thinks like, what do you mean? Asta said, look, as Save said, please just back up away a little bit. She's like, okay. So then he activates his magic, he opens his eyes as they will start to glow in the galaxy thing. Then Asta shuts them down because he sees that Noel is kinda scared of this, so he just shuts those off and takes that Saturn ring around himself. Then he said, well, this is a part of my magic, but I'm not allowed to use the rest of my magic unless I really, really need to. She'd be like, why? I said, it's hard to explain. Then I say, call his trainers and say, can you explain to Miss Noel about why I can't use my magic? Just like, yes, do you see, as they look at them and say, you see, Miss, yeah, his Asta's magic is really strong, like, he summons the giant rocks from the sky, and they can easily destroy the city, probably. Something, they could create giant craters. And so his majesty is not allowed to use this. I see, like, whoa. I was like, yeah, that's it, actually. That's why. She'd be like, well, at least I'm happy you told me. I was like, really? She's like, yes, I am. I was like, yay. She's happy. Then I say, yeah, about that, yeah, as now, sorry about that at all. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, I don't know how to explain this at all, but yeah, as they would just train now for the day, they went really well. Null would actually have learned to control a medic in just that day. Because of Asta's trainer, they were expert in controlling and teaching how to control magic. Because they really needed experts to train Asta. As now the years went by, Asta and all would have like a girlfriend and a boyfriend for a long while, 5 years about now. As it was time to get the grimoires. As they would go to the noble house, like holding hands together and all that. As to walk there, as holding hands, as said, and walk into the grimoire house. As they would see Leopold and Mimosa there. As Leopold would kind of mock Asta about that, as that he had a girlfriend already. As said, hey, at least someone wants me and can like likes me or anything, and not like you, like nobody wants you. Said, hey, that's rude. I said, like, rude? It's not rude at all. I'm just speaking the truth here. He'd be like, but it hurts. I said, like, huh, hurts? I don't think so. Leopold said, but it does. And then Mimosa would just talk to Noel, kind of. She would kind of smile and kind of not mock her real, but kind of be a little bit cocky about it. No, not cocky. She would kind of be like jealous of her that she got a. No, that she no, oh, no, As now they will get the grimoires. I don't know what I was about to say, but that Mimosa was jealous or anything. She wasn't really. As now the grimoires just came down. As Asta and Will get there at the same time, Asta would get for Asta, his grimoire with like a shining galaxy around it. As the aura would be like the background around here. It'll be a galaxy colored kind of background as aura around it. As when he got it, touched it, it will gain like the photos of the no, it will be like a galaxy background one. As for the four-leaf clover, it will be like a sun like shining around. It will be have the sun's corner, all that. As it will be a circle around it with the sun that symbolizes the sun, all that. So yeah, as it had kind of like the planets and moons around it as well, I was like, whoa, my grimoire looks so cool and pretty. It's not like, yes it does, as she would get a four-leaf water grimoire. As for Mimosa and Figolio, no, and Formosa and Leopold, they would get the same as they do in canon. As not Austin always walks out of there. And this is where I'll be ending this what if. I know this is a short one, like one of my shortest what if videos, but this part I stumbled quite a lot and was quite a lot in this video, so I'm really apologizing for that. I'm really sorry about it. So yeah, if you can forgive me, please just forgive me, please. I'm real nervous about making a 100 subscriber special. It was like not even 2 weeks ago. I think it was about 2 weeks ago since I uploaded my first what if video, and I already gained like 100 subscribers. It's a lot to grow for me. I thought I would only get like 10 subscribers and just stand that way, but still I have like over 100 now. It's a lot to take in, real, for me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and well, I know that some of you guys enjoyed it, but I hope you guys really enjoyed this what if video. If you did, please just like and subscribe. Comment down below what you think I should do in the next what if, or what I should fix in the next what if and all that. So yeah, as for the what ifs I will continue, they won't get a thumbnail really. I don't want to maybe they will get the thumbnail, but not a really. Well, they will get the thumbnail, but not as special as this one, I think. As yes, they won't. I really don't like that. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But yes. So now, that is all for me. Now, stay safe. Peace out.